First day of summer. It's so pretty outside. Such a calm day, too. So I feel like I need to decompress a little bit, and it's been a busy last couple of days. So what I like to do is like gather all of my ephemera. Like I have a brown paper bag from TJ Maxx, and I just throw all of my like ephemera and junk in here until I have like 30 minutes or so to just junk journal and decompress and like work with my hands and like just paste some things down. So I have a couple places for that. So when I'm gathering ephemera from the day, it either goes in like a bag that I have just laying around the house, or I put it in here, kind of a prettier solution, which is this like DIY folio that I made. I bought a whole paper pad from Michael's last week. It's like these 12 by 12 paper pads that you can get. They were on sale for $4. So I got like 4 of them, and I just really quickly went through all of them and picked out the papers that I liked the most. So I have them kind of like stacked on the side here. So I'm just so curious. I did a search for like 12 by 12 paper crafts, and I came up with this folio, or came across this folio tutorial, and I'm fully following this woman. She's amazing. But it's a folio like this, right? And there's a little pocket, and I created some inserts for my traveler's notebook as well. I'm really enjoying creating these. These are a couple prototypes. So I just started putting like scraps as I'm practicing working with the different papers. If you junk journal or just work with ephemera, you'd likely come across a situation where, you know, like someone just threw away your ephemera. Like that always hurts, right? But like now I have this like really intentional and purposeful solution. So like no one's gonna throw this away, right? Right? So yeah, like I made this. I made this little thing. So I could just quickly put just scraps, you see, like I put this in my look term as little like borders and stuff. And I have this really cute postcard from Kimberly Rodriguez. Love her content. But yeah, like I just kind of keep this in here. And when I'm ready to sit down and decompress a little bit, I just know I can pull my like whatever bag that I'm using with all of my ephemera and paper goods. And then I also grab this because this is in my office and I'm just kind of like sticking things in there. So that's my, what can I call this? Like my source. Source materials. And then I have my place, like my actual junk journals where I like put stuff. So I have a kind of a medium size and then a large size, like folio type things. And the way that I made this, I just followed a tutorial from Seaweed Kisses, where you just gather a bunch of like paper from like your stack of junk, and then you bind it, you do a quick book binding, and then you kind of create a journal for yourself, a junk journal. And the purpose for these is basically whatever ephemera that I gather from the day, I want to keep them. I want to put them in a strategic place. And so now I have 2 places to put them. So like Olga, I watched your video on creating these dashboards. So I grabbed a laminator. I found one on sale, and I started practicing, and I'm so excited. Like you can see, like this one is a prototype because I put it in the laminator wrong. I've always wanted a laminator, and I'm so glad that I came across your tutorial, because I was like, this is my excuse to get a laminator right here. But you see how it's a little like wobbly. So it's junk now, right? Like now I'm gonna put it in my junk journal. I don't want to throw it away because they're so pretty. Um, so I'm practicing with my laminator, and so as I was doing that a couple nights ago, I thought, okay, don't throw this away, and like don't throw away the pen and gear manual, right? Because I might need it, I might not, but I want to keep it to remember, like, hey, like I finally got a laminator after all these years, and I'm excited to do it. So, like this junk journal, I have I think this was this is packaging. Yeah, this was packaging from cloth and paper. And of course, I kept it. And then it's kind of acting as my like, my folio. It's kind of like a folio, right? Like it's kind of like tucked in, like, like you get it. It's kind of holding all of my junk together. It's holding my junk. Um, and I liked it so much for this large one. I did the same thing with another piece of packaging. I kind of like kept it. What did I do? Oh, yeah, I glued it to the front of this envelope so that it kind of like holds it together. So, like, I love keeping these two junk journals out, like out on my side table over here because it doesn't look bad. Like I kind of love how this looks. It's kind of like organized junk, kind of like junk mail, but prettier, you know? It's pretty because it's pink. And I have like this ribbon here. But yeah, you can see it's like mail mostly, and then like packaging and a calendar. I straight up have a calendar in here that I kept because the idea was like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna keep this because I want to cut out these like birds from this calendar, and I didn't end up doing that. So I was like, you know what, this would be very good junk journal fodder. And then I started writing the poem that I'm memorizing. So I try to write it by memory, and yeah, this is just how I'm practicing. um, so yeah, so June 12th, this is when I curated this junk journal. So I do want to have some memory of the time that I created it. So like right up front, just took some acrylic markers and wrote down June 12th, 2026, because like as I'm putting ephemera in here, I just want it to be, you know, not fully a junk journal where I just put all of my like junk mail and stuff in here. I also want it to hold a little bit of a slice of life type of thing. Like this Traveler's Times issue, like I didn't get this in June, but I'm using it as paper. It's so funny. Like I thought this was hilarious. Like, dude, you put your fucking traveler's journal where butts go. Like this stool is like where butts go. I love it. So, but you really put your journal where butts go. Chic. Love it. But the actual like article was like really interesting. So I just like that I had a place for it, and I like the like size of it. So it's going to be really fun to work with. But so anyway, that's what I'm thinking. I like that there's like a little folder here because as I'm working through my junk journaling, oh my gosh, and look, I even like started this dashboard with these little guys, like so cute. So anyway, I'm love a laminator. And I'm so inspired. Olga, thank you so much for like providing these really like it's such good quality. It's like the print, like it looks like an actual patch. And I just really adore it. And I adore the idea. And I am inspired to kind of take a look at my decoration that I use in my Filofax to see what can I use to spruce up my my Filofax for the remaining part of the year. So I'm just so inspired. So okay, with that said, I am going to do a little bit of junk journaling. I'm just gonna paste some of these items down in my book and just like kind of checking out a little bit and just working with my hands and putting some music on and doing a thing, you know? So yeah, let's do that. So funny. I have a, we went to Costco and my husband was like, okay, I got to get some shorts. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to get some shorts too. And like these Costco Kirkland signature shorts are so freaking comfortable. What is this? Okay, men's shorts, recycled polyester, and what is this? I don't know how to pronounce that. But it's like, it's not organic materials, but it's moisture wicking fabric. It has side pockets and a back zipper. But anyway, these are so hilarious because they make my butt look so good. And I'm like, dude, that Kirkland signature men's shorts, man, it's doing something. So like these are my summer shorts, but I'm too shy to wear them outdoors because like I'm telling you my butt looks so good. And they're very, very soft. So these are my like my new house pants, but I don't know, it might get me in trouble because it's just those Kirkland pants, man. So funny. Anyway, so Excel seems to be doing me some favors. I'm gonna just paste this down and I don't know. Oh, I'm using so easy. I'm telling you, like if you want to just relax a little bit, like make the process super easy. I'm just using masking tape to paste this down, and then maybe later I'll put some like sexy stickers or something over here. I don't know. We'll see. And then what am I doing here? I have chocolate because I really need like whenever, if I'm on my period or whatever, I have to have like a stock of chocolate. So this was my what I was in the mood for. I love raspberry and chocolate. It's such a good combination. So what am I feeling? I kind of like, I'm not going to do anything too crazy here. I want to just keep this part. So I don't necessarily I don't want to keep the rest. And now maybe I'll just keep the world market tag, and then I'll keep like the side here. And honestly, like as I'm cutting this out, I'm like, I kind of want to create like a pocket notebook using this. Maybe next time. And then this was 55% off. Like, did you guys know at World Market you can? They often have like really good sales. Oh, I can't take that off. They often have really good sales for chocolate, like Ghirardelli chocolate. So we were just perusing the sale item, and the girl was like, "Yeah, like look at the front of the what am I trying to say? The cash register, because they normally have their 50% off chocolate there. So we could also use some double-sided tape. Why not? Here we go. Some double-sided tape. Burp. Okay. And when did I go to World Market? So this was actually yesterday. Yeah, this was yesterday. So I'm gonna just glue this down here. And we went to Walmart for my laminator. So I also picked up some, I ordered the laminator from Walmart. So I also picked up some glue stick. And I haven't used the Pen and Gear glue stick, but it's not bad. It's no bad. This one, comparable to Elmer's, I suppose. And then yesterday we also went to Trader Joe's. So I will write down that we went to Trader Joe's. Oh shit, here goes all of my ephemera. Okay, we did a lot of errands. We were supposed to like go to, we normally do all of our shopping on Mondays, but we ended up going on Friday, which is totes cool. Sexy dad shorts. So funny. Nothing like at you like. And then what did we do? We went to Dodgers. We actually went to Dodger game yesterday. And I got this really, really cute hot dog keychain, which is so funny. And so this is all the tags from the hot dog keychain. So let's put all this down. Now we'll just like glue it down. Like, I like this because I don't necessarily want to put this junk in my look term, but I also don't want to get rid of it. I want to, enjoy the look. Like, I don't want to glue this down because look at the sticker. I feel a little bad doing that. So instead, I'll put some washi. Let's put some washi down. This was really cute. Yeah. And I kind of like this color red here. Isn't that great? I like that. Yeah, let's paste that down. That looks really good. And I like keeping a shopping list, like you have a shopping list pad, and when there's like pretty, what is this? Pretty designs. I think that's really cute. So let's just put that down too. Maybe I'll keep it here because it was all the same day. And I'll use this tape here. Yeah, so I could kind of do that thing. And then I like using clear tape to kind of reinforce these pages. And that's the cool thing about these shopping lists. You could use this as paper pages, in the future if you want to add more junk. Okay, let's see. And then this is kind of cool because, again, I can use this paper to write down any notes. Well, something like this. And then let's get my pen again. And then just say something like chocolate choice for Perio. We call it Perio. Okay. Fun. And then someone left these in their cart at Trader Joe's. And these are always fun because I don't typically ask for stickers around, around 4th of July because I don't care for red, white, and blue. But look at this spread already. Like, we have the red, we have blue, we have the blue sexy dad shorts, so it's working. And again, like, I wouldn't put like a lot of this in my luck term because it just, I don't know, it doesn't really interest me, but have y'all tried the red, white, and blue cookie bites? This is purely for the color, not the context. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Because I like this so much. Let's just put that there. Boom. See, like, I emptied out my my junk ephemera locations. Again, like have ephemera in this little folio. Like this doesn't count. Like I have all these like cute little things, right? Which I could use. But like if I have like wrappers or things to keep, then I'd keep this. I'd keep it in here or in this TJ Maxx bag. And yeah, I'm also going to use this manual. I think it would be smart to put this manual down because it's, again, it's more paper that I could use, or pages rather. But do I want, oops, I think I might use, since the size makes sense here. Oh yeah. Yeah. It makes sense to put it in here instead. Like I even like used this alert term fold out, but yeah, let's add this manual in here. And the purpose again is just to use it as pages. So let's do that. Let's do that. Oh yeah, let's put it right there. And again, we're just using masking tape. Boom. Okay, but that chunked up this notebook a little bit. So now I have extra pages and it's just my laminator. So I can use this to add more stuff. Okay, and I might do, oh my God, I love this. I might just use this for like a bookmark or something. What I might do as well is cut this out. I'm wondering how we should use this. Oh my God, look, how cute is that? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's leave this. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to use this. I think for now, just take off my Apple Watch. I'm just slowly breaking up with my Apple Watch. I don't know if I need it. All right, you know what? I'm gonna put you here. I'm gonna start a little spread here maybe. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna use some double-sided tape since it's laminate after all. And just place it here. Yeah, man. And then my Moomin guy, I don't know just yet. I'm thinking just like him. See how he's like, he's thinking, what should we do? Okay, that is it. That is the tea for this. And now that I'm here, I kind of loving this tape. So I want to put a little bit there. I would normally have the larger junk journal, the medium junk journal, and my folio where I just kind of keep my ephemera throughout the day. Like I would keep whatever like bag I'm using, you know, just from shopping or just laying around the house if I needed to like throw things in one place. And then I'll kind of double it as my recycling once like I'm done kind of placing everything. But yeah, you get the idea. I have a place for larger ephemera, larger junk, and then medium size junk journal, and then a place. And I kind of keep it nice and stacked here. So it looks like really intentional, like junk mail, but prettier, I think. So let's put that away because I have a tutorial I want to work on. Basically at Michael's, I found a ton of 12 by 12 craft paper on sale. Like you get these big paper pads for like $4. So I just looked up I looked up on YouTube like 12 by 12 paper ideas, craft ideas. And of course, there's just a ton to follow. And I found Camellia Crafts Designs, and she has a ton of tutorials available. So I found one on how to make a paper bag junk journal using a paper bag. But yeah, I went through all of the notebooks, or went through all of the pads of paper, and I just pulled out all of the paper that looked interesting to me. And I've been making folders for my my cloth and paper traveler's notebook cover. What am I trying to say? Just paper folders. Been making paper folders, but now I want to make a little journal and use the paper to decorate it. So I'm just gonna follow her tutorial and film a little bit. And one thing I forgot to mention is I like to use these pomodoro timers for, oh shit, I hope I didn't reset my timer. But I like to use it whenever I'm doing a creative project in 25-minute intervals, because it helps me like take a break, which is really important when you are playing video games or even doing crafts, because I mean, we all know it's easy to just spend hours. I could spend a whole like 8-hour shift just like seated and creating crafts, right? Like doing crafty stuff. But because I have plans later, I have commitments, like I don't want to do that. But I also want to enjoy myself while I'm doing my crafty projects and DIYs. But so what I do is, for this journal project, I'm like, okay, let's dedicate like an hour and a half to however long. We'll dedicate an hour and a half to this project, whether or not we finish it. But 25-minute intervals is really nice because it forces me to take a break. And I also won't feel like I'm getting completely like torn away from my creative process. Like really fun. Like this is so much fun to me. It's not going to feel so like dramatic and drastic when I'm getting pulled away for an actual like social event, like I don't want to dread having to do that. And I don't, but compared to, oh my gosh, like compared to just hanging out at home and doing my arts and crafts, like it's hard to compare. Anyway, so Pomodoro method is quite useful for just keeping your expectations like tempered, and then it also just allows you to like be fully present in the moment, because otherwise I'm gonna just feel like, oh, like I can't enjoy myself because I have plans later, like I have to just sit and stare into the abyss until dinner time with our friends. But this allows me to be like, no, actually I don't have to do that, because for the next 25 minutes I'm crafting. So it kind of takes the pressure away from your brain and thinking like, especially like I think for me it's waiting for appointments. Like if I'm waiting on someone, like if someone's coming over, like if I have like a like someone repairing something in the house, or just appointments to keep, doctor's appointments, dentist appointments. I think in the past I'd be like so focused on that I won't be able to enjoy the present moment. And yeah, this method helps. I'm sure there's many other methods and trying to stay present, but this helps me when I'm doing something extremely fun, which is crafting. So anyway, just wanted to say that while I do this cool journal. I'm so excited about this. Like it's coming together. Oh my God, it's so much fun. I have the bones done. So now I just have to decide like what paper I want to use to decorate the outside of the journal. This is the hard part, right? Like how can you expect me to do that? So I need like 1, 2, 3 pieces. What mood are we in? This is actually really nice, right? And I guess I don't have to stick with just one, although I might just stick with one design. This is kind of cute. Oh, maybe. I don't know, what mood am I in? This is really fun. Oh no. This is the hardest part, right? I need something bold. And I'm not sure what I'm using this journal for, but oh, that's kind of cute. Because this may very well just be a prototype. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's see. Maybe just a green. Let's keep it simple. Well, you know what? It has to be somewhat complementary to the white of the bag, because what I'm going to do is cut out the right size, and then I'm going to cross stitch it, like, or cross stitch. So the white is going to show. So I think that will inform a little bit of our decision making. No, maybe this one. Okay, that's not bad. That actually might be it. Yeah, or this. Oh God, no, I'm feeling this one. Feeling this. Yeah, and then this is some cute embellishments. Okay, flowers it is, and I think it's pretty forgiving because it the patterns don't necessarily need to match, but what Camellia did is like she aligned some like graphics so that it looks really cute. But I think for now, I'm not going to be super picky. I'm gonna just make sure the measurements are gonna work. Okay, this is it. I have 3 sizes. So I have this one that's 5 by 7.5. This one that's 5/4 and 7.5, and this one I free cut. Just I did my best. And I'm realizing that, like, with the 12 by 12 paper, I've been managing using this 9-inch cutter, but oh my gosh, like the more I get into this, I'm like, oh, I need a bigger one. I need just a bigger cutter and scoreboard thing. But I like using what I have, like, a lot. Like I need to use it a ton, like a handful of times, because I want to make sure that I'm doing the action and not relying on, like, not rushing to get a tool, like that's just I don't know. I don't want to go down that route. I want to just focus on the action of creating. And then the more miles that I put into creating notebooks and kind of playing with craft paper, then I'll upgrade. But for now, like, I don't want to rush into like upgrading equipment. Like, this has been serving me so well with my journaling and cutting down ephemera and photos and all of that, that I don't necessarily want to add another thing in my life that I have to manage and find storage for to do a craft that I'm just starting. So I'm being patient with myself. Like, even with my little like 6-inch ruler, as I was doing this, I was like, oh, like a T ruler would be easier, but that's not the point, is it? Like, it would be easier if I was doing this more often, but this is my first project. Like, I'm gonna be patient with myself and do as much as possible with what I have. And I think that's a healthy way of looking at crafts. But for now, I am happy with this. So the next step is I'm going to bust out my sewing machine because again, like sewing is something I'm revisiting in my life. But Camellia, she sews the edges of the paper that she's using. So what I'm going to do just to help me with sewing is glue down these papers in place so that all I have to worry about is, so I won't film the sewing part because honestly, this is going to be my first project using that sewing machine, which is, I think, like really smart. It's so smart on my part because I've been wanting to make sewing not intimidating. And so I'm like, well, paper is my comfort zone, right? Like this cardstock is my comfort zone. So if I could just do the action of sewing, which is, you know, sewing the edges, then I could get more confident. I'm gonna do that. But first, let's glue. Let's glue this down to like where I want to sew it. Um, and I guess like gluing might be just perfectly fine, to be quite honest. And I think like even Camilla says that, like, or Camellia, she says that like she just used glue just to kind of help her pin it down. But like I want the look and the you know, the security of the of how it looks. What am I trying to say? I want the look of a sewn notebook is what I'm trying to say, as well as the security of like holding these beautiful pieces of paper in place. And what I should be doing is aligning it slightly with the flap. All right, that's good enough. That's good enough. And I love that it's like making the journal just that much more secure. You know, it's not just a paper lunch bag. Okay, so should I be using Fabri-Tac? Nah. Ooh, what color thread should we use? I think I'm just gonna use white. Let's just see. We're practicing. We're getting more comfies. Okay, cool. I have 19 minutes on the clock, so let's see. So like these pieces here, these are my scrap paper. Tiny pieces, we're gonna put it in here. And this is just gonna remind me, you see how it's kind of just my stack of junk? Doesn't really look like junk, does it? It doesn't. Here, I'll just kind of put that there. And that way I can use this for my journaling later. Just use it to kind of trim. Actually, I'm not going to put that there. That's a little big. So let's put it in here maybe. Like peeking out like, hey, don't forget about me. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. All right, I'm going to bust out my sewing machine, which I keep in this little thing here. So wish me luck.
Okay, now that we have wound our bobbin with air, turn a corner.
Yeah, I'm ready. I am ready. Shout out to YouTube. Am I right? So, got my stitches. I'm going to use the C stitch, I guess, here to sew my journal. So like these pieces, I'm going to sew it in. I'm feeling really good, actually. Set up right now. And shout out to this woman here, Sandra. Just look up the model of your sewing machine and some awesome person is going to let you know how to thread it. But got the bobble going. I even did some test. I'm so ready. Okay. Such a gorgeous day today. First day of summer. First day of summer. I'm spending all day inside crafting. Yeah, because I think what was happening was it was too far apart, maybe. Okay, down. I'll do some. Yeah, see, that's too far. Is it working? It's working. I mean, not bad, right? Damn. I just wanted to point out irony in me sewing right now is that these curtains have been raw dog in life since I put these up. So not for long, little curtains, not for long. I'm really happy that I'm picking this up very quickly because like I said, like maybe the last time I sewed something was when I was a teenager. So like while I'm stitching these longer pieces, I'm like remembering how easy it was and how, I don't know, it's actually reminding me of my mom. And I don't know, I feel like she'd be proud of me right now. Okay, let's go. I'm so proud. Just cleaning up a bit, but look, I did it. I did it. Now I just gotta add some paper. This was really special. Remember what I was saying about using what you have? I needed a straight edge. This fucking yardstick was the longest straight edge that I had. I just had to kick out Pearl from my office because I'm on the ground using a very sharp tool. So I'm really excited about this. I have this this brush from Daiso. This is what I use to clean up. So yeah. Not gonna lie, this part is the scariest part because I have to poke some holes in this. So, oh my god. I just have to sew it in. Wish me luck. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's see if it closes. Yes, it does. Hell yeah.
And I'm going to make
so cool.
Back as well. I'm going to make the top look
I'm so happy. And it's clean up.
So I'm going to leave that there till the actual book's done.
I do enjoy taking the scraps from whatever paper craft I was working on and just putting it in my journal. And this is something I am extremely obsessed over. These refillable markers, I found these two from Kakimori at the what's it called, Paper Plant Co. in Chinatown in Los Angeles, and they were only like $5 each. And I thought, yeah, I'm gonna put my favorite inks in these. And then I found more from Kuretake, and I found brush pens. So I love this. Like, I will put my favorite inks in these pens. So let's just use writer's blood. I'm going to put today's date. I don't know if it shows the properties of the ink as well as a fountain pen, but I think it's just a fun, like, texture, like another way of enjoying your inks. See? How cool is that? I love it. And then I put carbon black in one of them. No, not this one. Carbon black because it's a permanent ink. So when I'm sketching or doing any watercolors, this would be a really good option for me. And I like this pink one. This is Robert Oster's, what is this? Rose Antiquita. Yeah, I love these markers. So yeah, and because we're just playing with them. Yeah, like this is chartreuse, which is another favorite. I love this color, although it oxidizes kind of strange. It turns to more of a yellow. So yeah, like that's the only thing. Just depending on what writing instrument it's in, it might turn a little yellow. But look, like this is Sydney Darling Harbor, and you could still see some properties, I guess, like trying to draw the moon a little bit. So yeah, like you kind of see some pulling there. So cool. I love it. That's dope. So yeah, but just using some trim from papercrafts is always kind of cool. We set out today. It's obviously dark. It's like, what time is it? It's 9:22. We just got back from seeing Toy Story 5 with our friends, and it is a lovely movie. I think I like it as much as I love the first Toy Story. It's funny just how toys deal, or I guess these personas deal with being replaced. So it's a good one. I like it. I think the pacing was really good too. But look, I just came home and immediately wanted to work on this. I was able to sew before I left. I sewed the paper on the front of the paper bag with this like stitching. And then when I got home, I cut out some like complimentary, in my eyes, in my opinion, some complimentary paper for the inner cover. And then I used very precariously an X-Acto knife and a very large ruler to trim the edges of this paper. And this paper is from an unused mixed media notebook, spiral notebook from Target when I used to shop there. And it was just kind of sitting in my closet. So I was like, yeah, I need paper. I need paper for sketching and doodling and stuff. So I just pulled out 10 sheets from that notebook and cut it down to size. I folded it, so now I have 20 pages, cut it down to size, and did a really quick bookbinding stitch to keep it all together. And from the tutorial from Camellia, she tied a ribbon at the center, the middle, the center. So I thought that looked really good. But dang, for my first custom journal, I am stoked. This is so nice. I was gonna maybe look for a sticker to put up here, but I'm just gonna kind of sit with it for a little bit and, kind of figure out what I like about it. I know the purpose. I'm actually going to use this for sketching my my spring, the spring season that we just said goodbye to. And there are some motifs and symbols from the season that I'd like to document in a book. So that's what this is going to be. And yeah, I think I want to name this after a song that my sister sent over to me by Vicente Fernandez. Gosh, I mean, if you like ranchero music, you should know Vicente Fernandez. And I only know him because of just being like, I grew up in Southern California. So like ranchero music was just pretty prominent over here. But there's a song called Un Millón de Primaveras. So like a million springs. And I think that's what I'm going to, that's going to set the tone for this project that I'm going to work on. So good. I actually want to play it right now. It's such a beautiful song. Yeah. Look, that's pretty.